late November 2025, the serene landscapes of Sri Lanka were transformed into scenes of devastation by Cyclone Ditwa. Powerful winds and torrential rains left communities stranded, infrastructure shattered, and lives in peril. In this hour of darkness, the spirit of India's neighborhood first policy shone brighter than ever. On November 28th, within hours of the disaster, India launched Operation Sagar Bandhu. The first Indian aircraft with immediate relief materials arrived in Sri Lanka on November 29th. INS Vikrant and INS Udaygiri were the first to respond, delivering immediate rescue and relief. Above the storm, two Chetak helicopters took to the skies, working hand in hand with the Sri Lankan Air Force, rescuing survivors from rapidly rising floodwaters. On the ground, the heroes in orange, the National Disaster Response Force, were deployed across 5 districts. They rescued hundreds from floodwaters and landslides and distributed aid to communities cut off by water. High Commissioner His Excellency Santosh Shah visited Nelumala village Udattava, one of the worst affected areas by Cyclone Ditwa, where 31 lives were tragically lost. More than 1,110 tons of relief materials have been airlifted from India to Sri Lanka, including dry rations, water purification kits, hygiene packs, and essential clothing. The Indian Air Force became a critical lifeline. Heavy-lift Mi-17 helicopters evacuated 272 survivors while airlifting vital supplies to cut-off areas. Meanwhile, Indian naval ships and Indian Coast Guard ships delivered 1,000+ tons of dry rations to the ports of Colombo and Trincomalee. To prevent a health crisis, India established urgent medical lifelines. Critical medicines and surgical equipment were rushed to the island. Complementing the extensive medical assistance, a medical team from the Indian Army established a field hospital in Mayanganere. Nearly 8,000 patients were treated. The team performed surgeries and trained their Sri Lankan counterparts. Restoring connectivity became a priority. Indian Army signalers reconnected severed optical fiber cables, restoring telecommunication networks near Kandy. Among the most significant deployments were the Bismarck Arogya Maitri Cubes portable disaster hospitals. These indigenously developed modular medical units were deployed in multiple hard-hit areas, providing medical care where it was urgently required. As the immediate crisis receded, India's commitment remained steadfast. Indian Army engineers worked tirelessly to assemble massive Bailey Bridge units airlifted to Sri Lanka to reconnect severed bridges and restore road access. From dry rations to critical connectivity, every resource was mobilized to help Sri Lanka stand back on its feet. Of December 2025, India's External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar visited Sri Lanka as a special envoy of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. He announced a $450 million reconstruction and rehabilitation package to support Sri Lanka's long-term recovery.
The letter from Prime Minister Modi that I handed over builds on our first responder role and commits a reconstruction package of $450 million to Sri Lanka.
The package includes the sectors of physical connectivity infrastructure, disaster response and prevention, agriculture, health and education, housing and drinking water. The implementation of this package is now underway in close coordination with the government of Sri Lanka. India stands as a reliable partner in Sri Lanka's journey towards recovery, resilience and shared prosperity.